At some point in your life, someone made you feel like you needed approval. To speak, to act, to become. Maybe it was a parent, maybe a teacher, maybe society itself. And without realizing it, you carried that feeling into adulthood, still waiting, still hesitating, still looking outside yourself for a signal that says, now you're ready, now you're enough, now you can begin. But here is the truth nobody warned you about. That permission is never coming. Not because you don't deserve it, but because it was never anyone else's to give. Think about the dreams sitting inside you right now. The business you haven't started, the conversation you haven't had, the life you haven't chosen yet. What are you waiting for? More time? More money? More confidence? More certainty? Or are you waiting for someone to look at you and say, yes, you, go ahead, you qualify? Most people wait their entire lives for that moment, and it never comes, because the people you're waiting on are waiting for permission themselves. We are a world of people standing still, waiting for each other to say it's okay to move, and life passes quietly in that stillness. So where does this need for permission come from? It comes from years of being evaluated, graded, judged, compared. Systems that taught you your value was external, that someone else always had the authority to decide whether you were good enough. And you internalized that so deeply that even now, as a grown person, you still hand that authority to others, to your family's expectations, to what people might think, to an imaginary audience judging your every move. But that audience isn't real. And even when it is, their opinion of your life costs them nothing, while your hesitation costs you everything. So how do you break free from this? First, recognize that readiness is a feeling that follows action, not one that precedes it. You will never feel fully ready. Nobody does. The people you admire who seem confident and certain were terrified too. They just moved anyway. Readiness is built in motion, not in waiting. Second, understand that done imperfectly is infinitely more powerful than perfect and postponed. The business launched with flaws teaches you what no amount of planning can. The conversation had awkwardly moves things forward in ways silence never will. The life chosen imperfectly is still a life actually lived. Third, give yourself the permission right now, not tomorrow, not when conditions improve, not when you feel more prepared, right now. Say it to yourself honestly. I don't need anyone's approval to become who I am meant to be. I don't need perfect conditions to begin. I don't need certainty to take the next step. I give myself permission. That might sound simple, but for someone who has spent years waiting, it is everything. Because the moment you stop outsourcing your authority, something shifts. Decisions become clearer. Action becomes easier. Life starts moving in the direction you actually choose, not the direction fear chose for you, not the direction other people's expectations chose for you. The direction you choose, consciously, deliberately, unapologetically. You were not born to spend your life waiting. You were born to create, to contribute, to become. And none of that requires anyone's blessing but your own. So whatever you have been postponing, whatever dream has been sitting quietly inside you, whatever version of yourself you keep promising to become someday, today is the day you stop waiting. Not because conditions are perfect, not because fear is gone, but because you finally understand the permission was always yours. It was